Almost everything in this world has their own names. Your dog is named Blackie. Your car is named Ferrari. The chocolates are called Toblerone and Hershey. Have you ever wondered what are they? Well, they also get a name. They are called nouns. What is a noun? A noun refers to a name of a person, a thing, a place, an animal, and an event. There are two types of noun: the proper, which are specific and always capitalized, and the improper, which are common and not capitalized. Nouns also have different forms. The first one is mass noun. Mass noun is a noun which cannot be counted individually but in some cases can be measured. For example is oil. You cannot get a hold with the oil because it is liquid. Therefore, it will be impossible for you to count it unless it will be placed in a container. Then you can now say 1 container of oil. That makes it countable now. The same goes for water and other liquid substances. For sugar, sand, salt, and hair, for sure you won't last an hour counting them individually, and that thought gives us that it would be impossible to count them. So you will be needing a measuring cup or a weighing scale. So you will likely to say 1 kilo of sugar or 1 cup of sugar, 2 kilos of salt or 2 cups of salt, and 1 pail of sand. Of course, for the hair, you will not be using measuring cup or weighing scale. Instead, a ruler or a measuring tape to measure its length. Next is count noun. This is the total opposite of mass noun because these nouns can be counted individually. Examples are chair, book, glass, phones, and other things that you can count with your hands. The third one is abstract noun. We can talk about them or we can mention about them, but we cannot experience them directly using our 5 senses. To test if we cannot really experience this type of noun with our 5 senses, let us together ask questions to validate its examples. Let us validate the word profession. Can you smell profession? Yes or no? Okay, no. Can you touch it? No. Can you physically see it? Of course, no. Can you taste it? Would you really like to lick profession? Of course, no. You cannot taste profession. Can you hear it? Of course, no. Since the answers are no, this just means that this is really an abstract noun. Now it is your time to ask questions with the other examples and see if they are really examples of abstract noun. Next in line is concrete noun. This is the opposite of the abstract noun. Concrete noun are things that you can experience directly with your senses, and it occupy space. You might get confused between concrete noun and count noun. The two are almost alike or similar. However, the concrete noun gives emphasis on the involvement of our 5 senses rather than giving emphasis on counting things like the count noun does. To avoid confusion, always remember everything that can be counted are considered as concrete nouns. Examples of things that you can experience directly with your senses are motorcycle, cell phone, laptop, books, and other things. The sixth form of noun is agent noun. This refers to an individual or to a person whose name is formed by the addition of er or or to the verb roots. The examples are the verb root write plus er becomes writer. The verb root teach plus er becomes teacher. The verb bake plus er becomes baker. The word sculpt added by or becomes sculptor. And invent plus or becomes inventor. Some of the agent noun does not follow the er and or pattern. Just like scientist, it ends with ist, criminal, it ends with al, and addict, it ends with ct. The last form of noun is compound noun. Compound noun is formed with a combination of two or more nouns to form a unit idea. An example is sunflower. The word sunflower is composed of two words, sun and flower, which formed a single idea means a type of flower that follows the direction of the sun. Let us now proceed to the properties of noun. There are three properties of noun: gender, number, and case. But we will only be focusing on the gender. Before we continue our discussion on the property of noun, let us first have an activity. The gender of the noun indicates whether the bearer is a male or a female or not at all. For the masculine, this pertains to the qualities or appearance traditionally associated with men. On the other side, for the feminine, these are the qualities or appearance associated with women. For the common gender, it bears both male and female sexuality. Lastly, for the neuter, it bears no gender at all. Here are the following examples for the masculine, feminine, common, and neuter. For the masculine, we have father, son, priest, uncle, rooster, host, king, and hero. For the feminine, we have aunt, mother, maiden, grandma, hen, nun, and niece. For the common, we have doctor, visitor, cousin, relative, nurse, friend, manager, and singer. Lastly, for the neuter, we have eraser, shoes, chocolate, car, desk, bus, book, and pants. That will be all for the noun. Kindly check your modules for more activities.